2 years ago, Sharpfingers had the honor of holding the wild card for the playoffs. What were the odds of it happening again? To my absolute disbelief, the 5 and Niners became double 14s. Once again, I, Sharpfingers, earned the wild card for this season of the Union Pier League. Unbelievable, unthinkable, unimaginable. Apparently, I've officially cemented myself as the league's resident underdog, now standing before you with my third shot at the trophy. I've got to say, this roster might be the strongest lineup of my entire fantasy career. I had Mahomes, CMC. No, I'm not using his full name this time. CMC is catchier, and it's staying that way. That duo alone, alongside Jared Goff, saved my ass more times than I can count on my butt cheeks. And let's not ignore the wide receivers. Brown, Waddle, and Metal Cavs pulled off miracles all season long, even when their stat lines looked a little underwhelming. I thank them for everything they gave me. I also want to recognize my lesser quarterbacks for stepping up when I needed them most, including you, Neil. This year was rough. Quarterbacks were scarce, running backs, I should say. Running backs were scarce, and the pressure was real. I could practically feel my season perishing if CMC got his ass handed to him. Otherwise, I'd end up like little Teddy last year, deadweight CMC, handcuff and all. And when your team lacks weapons, none of that matters. Honestly, most teams in this league just felt that pain this season. All of them did. Most teams, that is. Which brings me to my final opponent. Jack, you did it. And I mean that sincerely. You came in wielding all 5 pieces of the Exodia and banished me straight to the Shadow Realm. You deserve this win more than anyone here. 2 years ago, I had the biggest horseshoe imaginable lodged firmly up my buttocks when I knocked out Zeke and you in back-to-back playoff weeks. Fortunately, I came up short against Danky Punch. That brief taste of dominance. When you spend most seasons scavenging for scraps off the waiver wire while dodging the Angel of Injury is what makes this league so brutally oppressive. Ironically, I avoided the Angel of Injury all season. Right until this week, of course. And that's why, honestly, it feels right that you take this victory. Without Mahomes, my chances of winning week 2 are about as high as pulling Antonio Brown's head out of his own ass. This is where my ride ends, and I'm at peace with it. So, how did I get here at all? Impossible. Inconceivable. Incomprehensible. Maybe. The playoffs demand 3 perfect games in a row, everything aligned just right, just to deliver the finishing blow. I had the pieces, until Mahomes tore his ACL. Guess Danky didn't pray hard enough. Maybe I just didn't give enough of a shit for this entire season. And here's the wild part. Despite this being the toughest league yet, I barely tried. I'm not bluffing. I put in minimal effort, ran the numbers, skimmed the news, grabbed whatever scraps were available. No anxiety, no desperation. I didn't even care much whether I won or lost. I just wanted to see what would happen. But then the playoffs came. That hype, that moment, was enough to spark the dimmest flicker in the darkest depths. I cared again. Still, I never forgot this is just a game we play with family and friends, and because of that, I think I finally found my place in this league. It was a long journey. Thank you all for being part of it. And Jack, I want you to win this league. Truly, I care about this, and I care about you winning. Gather the magic. Catch them all. Trust the heart of the cards. Believe in yourself, and I'll believe in you. Taro Jack. Taro Union Pier Machines. Adun Toridas.
Great season, boys. Great season. The sequence is broken. Fibonacci is down, but it was a blast of a season. I got a few things to walk away with, a few positives to walk away with. One of them being, I get to say I told you so. Jeff and I were texting like week 8 or 9. I'll try and go back and find it for the crew. I wish I sent it to the crew, but Jeff and I were texting like week 8 or 9. And we were just talking about our teams, and I was like, yeah, but it's not a league winner. And he was like, no, dude, you never know. It's a good team. You know, he's hyping me up, being a good friend. And I was like, I texted him, it's a playoff team that loses first round. I'll be out first round. And sure enough, I was right. So I get to hang my hat on an I told you so, which always feels good. Other than that, big improvement from the last couple of years. Those 2 dud years, I couldn't catch a win to save my life. And, I hung around like top 3 or 4 for a good chunk of the season. I think 1 week I was in first for a good 6 days or 5 days. And huge improvement. That's always a good sign. And just a fun season. Great season, seeing all the teams bounce back and forth. A lot of movement going on here. And I miss Zeke's banter, but other than that, it was a lot of fun. And as far as the rest of the season, it's kind of interesting because you'd love to see the team that beat you won. You know, I want to root for Danny because he took me down. You want that team to win it all, to be like, see, that's what I was going up against. Also, would love to see Jack or Jeff get their first W, put their name on that trophy. That would be cool. And obviously, we don't want the Shamans to win. Sorry, but I guarantee you Ryan understands. Nobody wants to see a dynasty, you know. But yeah, great season, boys. Good luck to the remaining teams. I'll be watching like a hawk. Love you, boys.
Yo, Doc Teddy, it's me, the commissioner.
Hey, James, hold on a minute.
Look, I know you're slammed, but the season's over and everyone's doing their quote-unquote final thoughts thing. It's become a thing after Austin texted about it. But it's kind of fun. And, you're the only surgeon in the league, so I figured your take might be the most metal of them all. So come on, man, just hit me with your last words on the season. How we feeling? Hopeful? Doomed? Give me something I could post to the podcast.
Hold on.
Hello?
Hold on a minute.
Teddy?
James.
Doc?
James.
I know you're not scrubbing in right now. It's like 10 p.m.
I gotta cut something.
Wait, what the hell is that? Doc, Teddy.
James.
Are you using a chainsaw in there?
I gotta cut something.
Oh my god. All right, I gotta go. All right, we gotta go. All right, we'll figure this out.
Hold on.
All right, on to the next.
Hold on a minute. I gotta cut something.
Yeah, hello, this is German Danke. Or, yeah, Danke, I've been in Berlin. It brings me great sorrow to say that Ryan once again has bested me in the Final Four. And I must ask, why does Ryan continually become prime LeBron James in the playoffs after fielding kind of a bum-ass team? Why is Chase Brown scoring 30 points in the Final Four? Perhaps God is dead and we have killed him. As a man in Germany, I must say I have an affinity for machines. And so I am rooting for the machines this year. Go Jack. And Jeffrey, I continually outscore you every week of the playoffs and every week of the season. So obviously, in this cruel and cold world, I will lose to you next week. Thank you, love you all. See you soon, bye.
Big shout out to the machines. Congratulations, Jack. A relatively easy victory. I knew that I needed a lot to go right to win this match. I think I have a solid, pretty good team. But my guys didn't show up, and what needed to happen to beat you on your end did not happen, right? Of course, everyone's going off. So you deserve it, right? Absolutely the best team all year. So no problems for me. You are my pick to win. I'm wishing you luck. Sorry, Ryan. But we'd love to see some new blood win that thing. A great year. Oh, here comes my son. Yeah, dude.
Hi, Dad.
What's up? What are you doing? Okay, see you later. But good luck next week against Ryan. I'm excited to play. Oh, here comes Danny. I'm excited to play Danny Sober.
Howard,
What?
don't take
No, I just took a shower. You're not taking a shower. Excited to play Danny, the real Super Bowl. The real Super Bowl next week. A lot of smack talk. Already looked at my lineup. I have great matchups. No problem. No problem playing that bum. The bum Danky. I'm gonna beat him. No problem. Wait, say go Power Walkers.
Go Power Walker.
Let's go.
Welcome to an impromptu podcast from the Throwing Ropes UPBL Championship Week. And we got the two finalists here and a little surprise, a very sharp surprise. What's going on, boys? We got Jack and Ryan. It's the smoke is not even settled, but it is clear you guys are going to the finals here. Congrats.
Thank you. You know, this is just another occurrence for the Shamans. You know, we're used to this. We're feeling good. No worries here. No anxiousness.
I mean, I'm not surprised that even got that far, to be honest. You started right at the beginning and like top over, on top of everyone. So it's not hard to imagine that you made this far. Consistency is the king.
Well, nobody's been more consistent than Jack. I think that's why everybody expects him to be the favorite here and to win his first championship. It's your first, right, Jack?
Absolutely. I really want Jack to win this.
I think this is my second time in the final. I believe the first time was versus Teddy. Congrats, Teddy. But yeah, definitely never had a team this good that I can remember. And Ryan's team is also very good. Chase Brown, 30 taco today, 30 burger, as we like to say.
Who'd you guys say is your best players, your best two players?
Ryan, you
I'll let
first.
Jack. Oh, okay. I mean,
Sharing my screen.
That's a tough one because I don't know. It's been all up and down this year. Like right now, it's Trevor Lawrence has got to be one of them. I mean, he's just been ridiculous. I think he went off for another like 30 plus this week. And then I don't know. Everybody's up and down. Chase Brown's probably the number two. That's probably what I'd say.
Yeah, he was garbage in the beginning of the season. He just came back.
You were trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, I mean,
dog water.
The Bengals offense was trash. They were so bad. And it wasn't like it was a short couple weeks. I mean, that was like 7 weeks into the season, maybe 8 before he even started showing any signs of life. So,
yep.
And Jack, who would you say your two best players are?
Ooh. I mean, Gibbs gotta be up there. Man,
Cook really the third. Don't forget that.
Yeah, and then for second, I mean, it's a tie between Sun God and Cook. Cook's been dependable when I need him this season, which is fire. Yeah, I think the draft strategy paid off. Went into it, looked at my draft spot. Everybody was hyping up Danny. Of course, Danny had the he was gonna take who was it, Jamar Chase or something? He was like, I'm picking Jamar. And of course, it went how we all thought it would. QB. So I just took some flyers on some QBs and I got lucky.
You guys both.
My team is stacked,
well.
dude.
What pick were you, Jack?
10th.
10th. And Ryan, you were second pick?
yeah, 2-2-2 or 2-2.
Wow. Near beginning
2
and
years in
near
a row.
end.
Wow. That's crazy. I heard some bad news about Lamar. It sounds like he might be.
Lamar's been dead to me. I almost dropped him before this week, so that it's whatever. I don't even
Which
care.
bum off the waiver wire is going to have championship potential?
That'd be crazy.
Here's a little bit of a bummer here is when it comes to the Shamans, knowing that like your best guys might be in trouble Doesn't that kind of scare you a little bit that you might lose next week?
I mean, I'm playing with house money, I feel like, because I don't think my team looked that good in the first place, and obviously they have caught and fired these last couple weeks, which has been great timing. But I kind of wrote off this team 3 weeks before the season ended. They just didn't look
Mm-hmm.
that good. So this has just been a fun roller coaster ride for me.
It's what's crazy is
Fair.
you both lost your top QBs. I mean, Jack with Daniel Jones and Lamar Jackson maybe with a broken rib here. So this
I mean,
could be
Danny Dimes is always there. I don't think he was like miles better than anyone off the waiver wire.
Oh, he's
He
very
started off the
consistent.
season pretty hot, honestly. He was like quarterback 3 or 4, something
Yeah,
like
he
that.
was up there.
I
Yeah, he
mean,
was hot in the beginning.
so you don't think Drake May is your top 2 players,
Top 5
the
QB.
MVP?
No,
He's
I mean,
great.
I think I'm stacked at different positions than
Amon
QB. I
Ra,
think.
top 3 wide receiver.
Raw. Okay, here's my problem with Raw. As great as he is, this entire season, he's been either a bang or a bust. Anyone notice that?
Yeah,
He
I think
either does
The Lions operate
extremely
like that though.
well, or he just puts it like 5 or 6. One time he put it like 0 or something.
Mm-hmm. Week
Like
13
he's
against Green
great.
Bay.
It's just, but why is he just? There's something bizarrely inconsistent about Raw. I cannot put my finger on why. Is it the defense that they're up against?
Said they have so many weapons.
It's they lost
It's the
Ben
same problem they
Johnson.
have had.
Oh, that's right. It's because the Lions have too many weapons at their disposal. They have a great running back and they have a good wide receiver set. So in other words, that inconsistency comes down to what is Goff preferring on that day.
Guys, what's crazy is the Bears booked the spot in the playoffs today. They clinched. I think that's nuts.
What about the Broncos still undefeated?
Ryan, did you see that coming?
I called it when I became a fan. I said in the first few years of my fandom, we're going to Super Bowl. It's happening this year, baby. Let's go.
The world might end.
I thought they were going to be in third place this year. I thought it was going to be, it was going to be either Packers or Detroit. But wow, it's stunning. And your Rams are there. How does that go for you?
Oh, they're not my Rams. They're dead to me. That team's dead to me. They lost my fandom when they left St. Louis. So this is I'm a diehard Bears fan now. I'm here for the next 30 years of my life. Might as well go all in. So.
Jack's out in Detroit country, or is it kind of mixed?
It's pretty heavy Lions. There's not much.
What's the sentiment?
There's the odd Steelers and Vikings fan.
Are they saying fire the coach?
Nah, there's not that much hype down here. We're all pretty chill.
Speaking of chill, you guys are going to have a championship game next weekend, a very chill, possibly very high scoring championship game. You guys both put up a $130 this week, and it's not even over. I think you guys still have maybe guys yet to play or still playing. But it could be a very high scoring
mine are
week.
out now, so
yeah, mine are done. Or Drake's still playing. Pat's D still playing. We'll see what do.
You guys have been
Who's the backup on?
Both of you guys have been monsters all year long.
It's only appropriate.
I feel like
that
you
this
guys
is how it
drafted
ends.
spectacularly, and then on top of that, made great waiver decisions pretty much all year long. What was your key waiver decision this year for the both of you?
For me, personally, my whole mentality going into this thing, I like to steal things from Ryan, Teddy, little strategies that they do. And so Ryan, I just stole the idea that he loves James Cook, so I just drafted him before he could get him. And then on the waiver wire, Teddy doesn't like to make a lot of roster moves. And if anything, he'll do stuff in the playoffs or the last couple games. save all his money. That's how I didn't make that many crazy waiver wire moves.
I
What do
like
you
that
guys think?
idea of the not making a lot of moves thing. I think I've noticed more and more if I avoid making trades because I kind of make the mistake I think a lot of people probably do. Like early in the year, you're like, oh, I got to make this trade now
Ooh,
while I can.
yeah, I know that feeling. In fact, I think I did the exact same thing. I don't think I traded anyone this year. James and Jack, did you guys trade it?
I did not
I
trade.
tried to trade.
I tried.
I
So
did a couple
badly.
trades. Yeah.
Nobody
Hey,
wanted
you
any
know,
of the garbage dumpster of my team,
speak-
but Ryan was offering Chase to me for fair enough, and he
Same.
was like, "I'll take some of your garbage for Chase." Or,
did anyone offer any running backs
For the-
for
I'm
like
sorry.
any possible trades?
I mean,
Yeah,
Ryan was offering
I
me.
did. I was approaching James early in the year. I wanted neighbors, which could have turned out badly. I
Yeah, that
wanted.
would have really bit you in the butt.
Don't
The
remember
running backs, the dying running
You
backs.
were gonna give me Chase Brown, and I'd give you neighbors or something like that, and I did not want to touch Chase Brown.
Yeah, and then I approached somebody else. I was trying to do a package of Igbuka and maybe like Kenneth Walker, I think, or something like that. One of the running
Yeah,
backs.
who'd you go to?
Trying to
for
get
that?
like a more elite package back out, and
Man,
Wasn't that
But
me?
he was
Didn't you
hot,
offer me a
Ryan.
trade?
He was hot, but he fell off hard these last 6 weeks.
Speaking
I
of
saw that
Ken
coming.
Walker, bro, I think wasn't he riding the bench this week? And he put up
He
a good
was.
score.
He's facing the top rushing defense in the league, I think, or close to. So I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Trevon
I
Henderson
think he got
out.
triple digits.
What's going on there?
Trayvon, dude.
Oh, but
I think that'll make next week
Ryan's
easy
still
for you,
got
right?
Walker and Charbonnet that he could pivot to. So this is going to be a good spot. You guys are both going to have a lot of your horses. Put your best lineups out. My question for both of you, I want to hear what you guys are thinking about defense and kicking, because like that's where you can make your infinitesimal gains.
Ryan, you want to go first or me?
Yeah, I can go. I will just say that's actually kind of where my waiver wire biggest moves were. Both my kickers that I have on my roster right now are from waiver wire, and they've been killing it. Santos and that Kamari guy or whatever his name is. Both of those guys have been putting up like 10 points a week.
You
easy.
got two of them. You got two kickers.
Yeah.
Some people got
Yeah,
two
I mean-
defenses. You got two kickers.
Well, I dropped my second defense because Green Bay fucking sucks. But that and yeah, I've got Houston, which is potentially the number one defense in the NFL right now, and they've been great for me as well. So
Them in
I
Seattle.
don't really have to like make too many decisions this year, or at least this week, in terms of that. So.
That is nice and less stressful.
Yeah,
Maybe, but you're gonna have to figure out QB if Lamar's out.
For me, going back to copying others' strategy, I noticed years ago that Teddy would always pick a team that was just like really solid and just stick with their defense the entire year rather than streaming. And his team was the Patriots. And this year, I got the Patriots. I think Teddy dropped them. Teddy might have dropped them midseason, and I was like, oh yeah, scooping them up.
Top AD,
Opportunity.
super solid.
And I double rostered them and Vikings. And they both kind of fell off, and then so I needed Panthers. So I made that move, dropped Vikings. I think they did good this week, but I think Patriots are playing the Jets last game of the year or in our season. So that was I was lining that up the whole season, hopefully. As soon as I picked him up from Teddy.
Ooh.
And kickers, I've just been streaming, and Willie's been good, but you never know. I feel like kickers is the biggest like dice roll. Like you could just pick up any kicker, and you might get 6, you might get 20, unless you have like Fairbairn or like, I mean, even Jeff's like Aubrey probably got like 5 points today or something. Like it wasn't. You could throw up a dud, it's just kicker life.
Yeah.
And then for
This
both
is-
of you, you both have QB decisions. I mean, Tyler Shue's taking on Tennessee next week, so maybe you can run Tyler Shaw.
I'm not gonna give away
All
any
right,
of my
we won't talk
secrets,
too much more
but
strategy.
I
All right,
would-
let's-
Pickens did well.
yeah,
I would like-
all right, we gotta let
I-
you
Is
guys
there a
keep
world?
some of that.
Is-
Yeah.
Is there a world where I go full Teddy mode and I don't play QB?
All right, you guys can throw out some
Or
theories though.
QB?
Throw out some
I
some
do.
theoreticals.
I would like to. Can I throw in one question for the both of them?
Yeah.
All right. Now, both of you have very interesting bench as well. So I'm curious, knowing what your teams are up against, what do you want to avoid when it comes to picking out your bench? Who stays or who goes for your bench?
I think
Ryan,
it's
you?
less about the bench and more about like you try to ride with the guys that got you there.
Uncle
Like
Jay
you don't want
says
to
that,
make any
yeah.
drastic changes. So like, unfortunately, that's not going to happen for me because I'm going to have to replace what sounds like Lamar and Travion Henderson.
Yeah,
But
Walker,
you
though.
know,
Slot right in.
yeah. But even then, like Charbonnet could easily poach, and he's like a little touchdown merchant. So I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. We'll see. I'm gonna leave it at that
Good
because I
luck
don't
to
need
both
Jack
of
trying to
you.
poach my players. No.
Good.
Yeah. Jack?
I mean, I was looking at Ryan's team earlier, and he had 70 points between Nakua and Brown, and then he got the Trevor Lawrence ran up the numbers as well, totaling
But those are
100 between three
disrespectful.
players. A little scary. I saw his projection was close to the record. I know my guys are great, but you never know.
You never know.
I think it'll be a good matchup. Hopefully, you never want to cheer against your opponent. You always want to just like make sure your guys do good, right?
Yep.
I feel like that's
Yeah,
the mindset
yeah.
you need to have.
Mhm.
Not that it
It's
matters,
always
but
the mentality of you want to win. You want to win so much. You want to win so hard that no one else can win but you.
exactly.
There's
I
also
try not to
times
pay
where you want
attention.
to. It's
Yeah,
like
me too. Right?
you know. If you lose, it's like do you want to lose close or do you want to get stopped?
Did the close ones get the heart going? What was
I
what was
know.
the closest matchup? We've had 0.1 differences. We've had ties in the history of UPBL. How many ties have we had? I think one in the modern era, right? Just one tie?
For in playoffs,
No, just all regular season.
I think
and
we've had
playoffs.
one or two ties, but
Yeah.
maybe two.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, it's down to the 100th place.
And it's down to you two, the Jamaican Shamans and the Union Pure Machines, the final two. I'm very excited about this. I want to take one last look at the what is it, the standings and how it finished, because Shamans, you guys finished 1-2, 20 wins, 19 wins from the double win system. How do you guys feel about everything going on in the league this year?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty crazy league, honestly. Like I couldn't get a real handle on things other than Jack. Like, other than the consistency of Jack, everybody else was like, it looked like one team was going to be this team that to beat as well, and then they would like fall off, and then another team would come in. Like Austin, your team at the end there, I was like, Jesus, like I am so thankful I don't have to play him. uh, uh, but like that was one of the teams where like you came on at the end there, and it's just like that's not a team you want. And then there's other teams that started falling back. Like I said, like at the end of the year, I thought my team was gonna be a team like that was gonna be easy pickings. So like, I don't know. That's the way I saw it.
Both of you guys have been having some great playoff performers, so that's been key.
I see it the same as
that-
Ryan, dude.
Yeah.
I think teams like Zeke, Herbie, like kind of sneaky scary some weeks. And I think there's been a lot of like factors that didn't go a lot of favorable ways for folks.
Mhm.
I feel like specifically like even like Jeff this week, he was like one or two like plays away from a crazy week. I mean, Dart got mauled. But like CD Lamb plays, they took Burrow out. There's just a couple things that didn't go the right way.
I was
for
the
a lot of people
unluckiest team.
this season.
I was the unluckiest
James was
team.
unlucky.
Look at that, 1,700 points versus Tommy's 1,350. points scored against him. So maybe that deprived me of maybe 3 extra wins. Maybe I'm closer to Bruce here, but still, middle of the pack. I did not have a good team this year. I felt Zeke had a decent team on paper. Uncle Jay's team fell apart early.
Yeah.
Bruce and Shrimp were making a mid-season run there, though.
Bruce,
They were
was up there.
definitely making a
I
run
would
for
have
it.
I would have definitely made it to playoffs without the wild card if I just had a second good running back. Like I was just one good second running back away from just being like, now I'm a threat instead of being the underdog.
Shamans, Machines, and Fibonacci sequence all had great running backs.
Yep.
I tried to prioritize that this year because I was like, it's just going to be a shit show. I didn't know who
You
was
guys
going to
let
be
me
good.
get first pick at 10th place. You guys let me. So do you think next year? Because I'm literally licking my lips at 10th place, and there's like the full platter of RBs available. Do you think it's going to change? Because I think you can swing. I'm like, no, you can't like stream QBs, right? But you could potentially draft one QB that is serviceable and then pick one up off the waiver wire and have like 4 or 5 guys stacked at positions.
I'm
Right?
afraid of.
Do you guys think it's going to be the same or is it going to be different?
It's going to
That's my
be
question.
different because I think that we might be introducing tight end super scoring, which will be just kind of giving bonuses to the top 6 or to the top all tight ends, but it'll boost the top 6 or so tight ends to put them on par with the top 6 quarterbacks.
Running
So
backs?
like the first round is going to be probably quarterbacks and tight ends, and then after that, it's
Don't
gonna
make
be
them
wild.
so OP. Make them like
I know.
Dude,
I'm
they
gonna,
should be
with
running
the-
I'm
running
gonna
back
adjust
power,
it
dude.
and play
Running
with a
back.
few theories. I'm gonna go.
don't ruin the
I
league.
do a lot
The
of research
kicker-
when it comes to this, but
Kicker and defense change was amazing.
here's
I think the
maybe
kicker
you're
could be
right.
adjusted, right?
Ryan's in
Tight
favor of the
ends-
change,
tight
and
end-
I was talking about it with him. And
Tight ends need a
we think
buff.
it could,
They
we
need a
could
buff,
help the
right?
draft.
I agree. Tight ends need a buff.
They need a buff, but they don't make it so that the
We're
first
not-
round is like
Yeah.
Kittle, Travis, Josh Allen. Like make it like so they're like mid-end, high-end wide receivers.
Okay.
So tight end premium,
should
I
be.
think, is 1.5 points, right?
Yes.
James, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't know what changes you're allowed to make as commissioner, but like 1.2 maybe or something.
Yeah, I can make adjustments. I
Yeah.
could actually choose what it
Like
would be.
120%.
I think this is a conversation that should be held for the entire league after this season is over.
Yeah, can we let's talk about it, Jay. Don't
All right.
do the -3 kicker.
I just
Oh.
want to say the reason this has been a discussion, I'm going to let James talk about it more because he hasn't really gotten a voice in here. But the reason I had brought up something is because there is an issue with the top 3 or 4 picks having a little bit of an advantage. And we're hoping this kind of makes it more even throughout the whole draft order rather than us seeing the top end of the draft have a little more luck with what they're dealing
But
with.
Jack
Not-
number
not
10
only the
made it,
mechanics of
is now in the finals. I feel
It's
like that
true.
your point is invalid.
It's not our point,
It's-
but it's a general league
hold on.
point. Is that like as you can see, the top 4 picks were Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts. 4 QBs off the board, and
I
that's
wanna
definitely
see-
because of
And
the
3
way
of
our
those
point
teams
scoring is.
finished in the top 4. So,
Right.
like, like there's
Tight
clear
ends are irrelevant in our league, and
there's
like
clear
Jeff
correlation
had,
between the two.
yeah.
And
I
imagine
like
a
more
tight end
tight
going
end
off.
freaking kicked the
There's been
bucket.
tight ends who's been scoring 30 points and 40 points in our league. Imagine if they had the buff. That would be insane.
Is it just a 1.2x multiplier?
It would just be I'd figure it out how to do it, but it'd be various things. I could add like a whole point per catch or whole point 1.2 per
A
catch.
full point per catch? Hell no.
Because right now
Yeah, so like
yeah.
Give him like
Yeah.
50% buff or like 30% buff or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. But we
Not
wouldn't
crazy,
change the
but, like-
positions. We'd keep wide receiver, tight end, slashes. So and we would keep all the bench. There'd be no changes to that. There would just be adjustment in the point scoring there. And then it sounds like we'll maybe knock off a point on kicking to -2.
-2. -2 is so fair.
We think
Even, -3. -3 feels punishing.
Uncle
when,
Jay says no.
They're going for a
negatives.
60-yard like Hail Mary, and it's like 50% he's gonna miss.
How do you guys feel about no negatives at all?
No, I think there should be penalties.
No, I think there
There,
should be
it- without
penalties.
there has to be a point where players that make bad decisions in game need to be punished for it. There has to be a minus.
Like,
so
if
you
a guy
guys
fumbles-
want negative points for interceptions, fumbles, and kicking?
yes.
Did Baker
Yes.
May? How about this? Did Baker May deserve a penalty when he threw that ball on the ground? Yes, absolutely. Yes, there needs to be a penalty when players play bad.
Like, I see the rationale for kickers. Like, if they miss an extra point, I think in our old rule set it was -1
Mhm.
because the stakes of that kick was 1 point in the game, and I see it translating to like you're going for a field goal, it's 3 points, and if you miss that, it's -3 points for your team. Like, I get it, but it's punishing.
I do agree that their
-2
penalty
is-
shouldn't be too punishing.
It makes sense. It's
All
too
right,
much, though.
boys. I think that about covers it. Guys, we what a great season. Good luck to both of you guys. Last words. Let's see, Ryan.
I just want to say, I mean, when Jack said he was planning for this week by picking a certain defense, I think that shows the reason he's in the championship right now. Not gonna lie, I did not think that far ahead. So we'll see if that comes back to bite me. It's been a great season. I appreciate Danky keeping the chats lively.
No,
Ryan just got hit by a thunderstrike. Reverse.
we
Oh
got
my-
yeah. Ryan's dead. It's over.
He's fucked.
He did.
Well, you won, Jack. You won.
Ryan, we lost you. Something happened. Jack.
Yeah, I mean Ryan killed it. It's been an awesome season. The new rule set is even better than it was last year, which is crazy to say for the 5th year in a row. Obviously I'm biased because you already know, but super fun. Looking forward to next year. Only one game left. The fight for 3rd, 4th, and of course the championship.
The trophy.
It's gonna be exciting next week.
Yep. Hey, Jack. I wish you all the luck. I really meant it. Out of everyone who I want to win for this season, it has to be you. You
Let's
have
go.
to win this one.
I don't believe it. Like, I don't feel like I feel like Ryan's gonna win, but we'll see. Like,
I
obviously,
believe
both of our
in
guys
you.
are great, and
I believe in you.
I do think the best teams got to the championships this year.
Yes,
There's definitely a couple.
Absolutely.
There's an argument for a bunch of teams, for sure.
Yeah.
The best two teams made
Ryan's
it.
team's been burning it up though. So
And I
Yeah.
got to say,
And I've
either
been
way,
consistent.
we're going to have a worthy champion at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Very excited.
I agree. I agree.
Ryan's gonna three-peat, or
His
I
computer
could
died,
get,
so
I could get a ring here.
I can't
So
It could be a sign. It could be a sign.
yeah.
all
super
right.
exciting.
All
I
right,
shot the
everybody,
bed in
make
my
sure-
in my finals.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on Throwing Ropes Podcast. Make sure you guys smash that like button, share with the league, and good luck, everybody. We'll see you next year for the draft video, as always, and all the good stuff. Thanks for hanging out here. Always appreciate you guys, and thank you to all my co-hosts who've hopped on through the minutes this year. Let's freaking go, everybody! All right, guys, we got a big championship game.
Let's go.
Jamaican Shamans taking on Union Pier Machines in the 2025 UPBL Championship. I think it's the 11th season. Let's go. Good luck. Or maybe it's either the 10th or 11th. Let's go. Good luck to the both of you guys. Let's go.
Go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Later, taters. Bye bye.
Hold on a minute. I gotta cut something.